Hello, everyone. My name is Lonzy Green, affectionately known as Mr. Filthy 401k. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to go from 401k to freedom. I'm going to share with you how I was able to leverage my 401k and start a business, and now how I'm leveraging life insurance to expand my entrepreneur aspirations as well as leave a legacy of generational wealth for my family. So make sure you tune in, take notes, and join the movement of everyday people creating extraordinary legacies. Let's dominate. See you there. Hello, everyone. My name is Lonzy Green, affectionately known as Mr. Filthy 401k. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to go from 401k to freedom. I'm going to share with you how I was able to leverage my 401k and start a business, and now how I'm leveraging life insurance to expand my entrepreneur aspirations as well as leave a legacy of generational wealth for my family. So make sure you tune in, take notes, and join the movement of everyday people creating extraordinary legacies. Let's dominate.
Hey, hi. Woo! Hey, Davina, we've got an awesome
Rosie.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, and you?
I am great. I am great. We have a fantastic show for you all today. We are the Wealth Creator Spotlight. It is a bi-weekly talk show that really highlights different successful journeys of remarkable people who are transforming their lives and other folks' lives, achieving greatness every day. And we believe, Davina and I, that it is worth sharing and you learning from. So welcome to Wealth Creator Spotlight.
Welcome.
Show for you today. We're going to showcase someone who is an absolute fantastic gentleman. Not just that, he is what I like to call the dapper man, right?
Yes, that's right.
Nickname, right, Davina? Like, and you'll
That's
know.
right, Mr. Dapper.
Yeah, you'll know exactly why in just a moment. But we're here offering inspiration and strategies to actually help you elevate your own path. If you've been thinking about getting into your own business, becoming an entrepreneur, and just doing something different with your life, this is the place to be. Here is the place where you will meet some fabulous people who you can actually begin to glean from. So without further ado, I'm going to just introduce myself real quick. I'm Coach Rosie. I am a business coach and creative wealth strategist, teaching folks how to build their own banking system, how to do real estate without tenants, toilets, and sinks. Yes, become the bank and real estate. Davina, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Davina Williams Booker, and I am your licensed insurance professional specializing in final expense. I am super excited to be here today. And Coach Rosie, go ahead and take it away and introduce our special guest today.
Girl, it is my pleasure. So listen, guys, today I want you to meet this young man, this gentleman. His name is Lonzy Green, also known as Mr. Flip Your 401k. He's a corporate employed entrepreneur from Dallas, Texas, who took $6,000 from his 401k and built a $500,000 business. Now, after spending years in the retirement benefits and finance industries, Lonzy realized that traditional financial advice wasn't enough to secure financial freedom. So therefore, when a $60,000 drop occurred in his retirement account during the pandemic, he woke up, right? He was called out now to begin to push and to do something differently in his life. Now, as a retirement planner, life insurance agent, real estate investor, and car rental business owner, Lonzi helps corporate professionals break free from paycheck to paycheck living by using life insurance along with smarter money strategies with the employer retirement savings plans to build wealth and get paid for life so that they can retire comfortably. His mission, well, it's to help working professionals become their own bank, take control of their financial futures, and leave a legacy behind. Listen, it's a big job, but we all know that Mr. Green, Mr. Flip your 401,
401k.
right, Davina?
That's right.
All right, let's bring on Lonzi. Woo! Where you at, Lonzi?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Hey, Lonzi.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Coach Rosie. Hello, Davina. You both look stunning.
Thank
as
you.
always. Man, I am so happy. I feel so privileged and honored. Mama, I made it. I'm on the spotlight.
You are too much. Listen, this is Wealth Creator Spotlight, and we know that you are a wealth creator for sure. Talk to us today, Lonzi. First, I just got to start with, I told you guys, we call him Mr. Dapper, right? And we can see why, right? We can see why Lonzi is always dressed, like always, even when he has on his leisure clothes, as my dad would call it, he's still dapper. So kudos to you, Lonzi, for always showing up well dressed and just doing your
Check
thing.
out the bow tie, y'all. Check out the bow tie.
And check it out. It's not a clip-on. So I just want to let y'all know this is self-tie. This is official, like a referee.
Official.
You feel me?
Let's go. I feel you. So, Lonzi, just start out just telling us a little bit. I know we just read your bio, but talk to us more about this 401k thing, right? And why, so many people are putting their money into 401ks, but give us some advice on what you think really should happen with the 401k or what should happen.
Yeah, absolutely. When people hear the name, hear what I call myself, Mr. Flip Your 401k, they automatically go into the thought that I am advocating for people to take money out of their retirement savings plan, which is an absolute myth. That is not what I'm advocating at all. But what I am advocating is to flip the understanding of what these plans are, so that way you can do better with your employer retirement savings plan. And what do I mean by flip your understanding? I mean, instead of just having that money taken out of your paycheck and putting it into something that you don't even know where it's going, you don't even know if you're on track towards retirement, really get involved, get engaged, understand the plan, understand its rules, because there's some restrictions and limitations that is attached to these plans, which prevent you from taking money out, and really know the plan so that you can put a plan in place behind that knowledge so that you can act and execute in a way that is best for you. For me, what was best for me was taking money out and borrowing, as you made mention of, Coach Rose, in my intro, and investing in myself through investing in a business and starting a business which actually grew exponentially and created a different level of financial freedom for myself. So it's about really flipping your understanding of the plan so that you can really truly become financially independent, because we all know financial independence comes through education. So that's what it's about in short, Coach Rosie.
I love it.
So I have a question. So you mentioned flipping your understanding about 401k. What if someone doesn't they don't know where to go to get that understanding? What would you recommend to them and how to use their 401k when that time comes, if they wanted to use it for investment or wanted to use it for something else, or just understanding how it works?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. And if you are limping and if you are stumbling, then use a crutch. Use a crutch to hold you up. And so what are those crutches? Those crutches are someone like me someone that has been in the retirement benefits administration industry and finance industry for 20 plus years. And I have a unique lens because I'm not only an employee that deals with 401ks, 403bs, 457bs from day to day, but I'm also an entrepreneur. So I can actually speak to you from an employee lens, but I can also speak to you from an entrepreneurial lens as well, which sets me apart, which is my unique proposition. But you can also go to what we refer to as your third party administrators. And those are your companies that hold your retirement plan, and you can acquire guidance from them as well to get some understanding as well. But again, I guess the bottom line is go use your crutch, go to an expert. But I am the expert of experts. So if you want a duality of education and strategy from not only an employee side, but also a entrepreneur side, then you would definitely want to reach out to dapperfinancialservices.com to get that consultation.
That's right.
I absolutely love that. I was going to say, Lonzy, like, thank you for that answer. I was going to say, I mean, we can talk about going to those other parties, right? But the thing about it is, every financial service company, they're not created equal. So getting what you truly need and building a relationship with someone like yourself is what really sets you apart from other people. Because I know in the financial industry, as a matter of fact, I had someone this morning that I spoke with who said, well, I went to X, Y, and Z, and they told me to do this, this, and this. Well, listen, that is not the advice that I would have given, because it actually put them in a situation where they were going to have to make this big payment every month. And it just had to do with HELOCs versus a home equity loan. And they were going to have to take that one-time loan, but that HELOC they can tap into over and over and over again. So it matters who you speak with. It matters who you go to. It matters who you've built a relationship with. And listen, I've been knowing Lonzy now for quite some time, and I think he's the guy.
Oh, I
I
am the
agree.
man. I am the man. I mean, and you're right, Coach Rosie. I mean, the financial institutions, no slight to them, they are huge institutions, and they have big systems for big clients, and because of that, the individual can be lost in the process, and that's part of the reason why I founded my company, so that we can really meet corporate professionals, working professionals where they are, and fill in those gaps, fill in those informational gaps, fill in those systematic gaps, fill in those educational gaps as well. And what I've found is that people appreciate that. People appreciate not being serviced by a template, but actually being serviced based on where they are. And that's why, our tagline for our company, Dapper Financial Services, is tailored to ensure that your finances are well dressed. We want to customize your financial strategy based on where you are in life and where you want to go. So you have that experience like you would have when you come from a tailor. You feel good, and because your finances look good. So that your point is so precise, Coach.
Yeah, love it.
Awesome.
So let's kind of segue into how you got to this point, because we know that all of what you know now wasn't what you always knew, right? And so there were some stumbling blocks, and you talked about that, how you lost some money in your 401k. But let's talk about for a moment how you came to Wealth Creators, and then have you learned from Wealth Creators that has set you apart now from who you used to be?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I tell people this all the time. Life insurance has completely changed my life for various reasons. I say, whole life has changed my whole life, and IULs got me living swell, right? But it's really Marvin. Marvin and his honesty, his vulnerability, and his integrity is what lured me in. But then it was also not only that, but what he was talking to, what he was teaching, which was wealth building concepts, and part of those concepts did incorporate life insurance. And so just learning about life insurance, I thought I was just going to learn about how to build wealth through life insurance. But in actuality, when you become a financial service professional in life insurance, you become your financial literacy knowledge base begins to expand. And so Marvin's, again, his message is what lured me to Wealth Creators, and I've been following Marvin for actually about 3 years now. But that's what brought me in. But when you get in, the way in which Wealth Creators is structured, let me just talk about the community. I can't give a shout out to everybody, but the community is so rich with love, with knowledge, with information that it just makes you better. And I believe that true wealth creation is the building of self before you can build wealth, right? So you need to work on you on the inside. And as a result of you working on yourself in the inside, then what comes from that and what gravitates towards you is the tangible wealth, right? But what about the joy, the peace, the happiness, the things that you can't put a price tag on? And we have great mindset coaches. We have great coaches in our wealth creators community. And that's what retains me. That's what keeps me, is the type of coaching that I get around mindset, around real estate, around just life insurance and financial literacy. But before I connected with Marvin, I was really in a dark place. I was just working 9 to 5. My business had dismantled, so I was really lost. I was really lost, and then, as you mentioned, COVID hit, and because of the market, I had saw my 403b balance decrease by $60,000, and so I was like, man, look, what is my future going to look like? And do I have to work for the rest of my life in my 9 to 5 because I'm not sure on how the market is going to perform and how much money I'm going to have at the end of my work journey? So I needed something different. I needed a different tool, a different mechanism that I could allocate and put my money into that was safe, that could still grow for me, and that could leave a legacy for me as well, but also leverage it while I was still alive. And that's how I got connected with life insurance and subsequently Marvin. So that's my long-winded story of how I got connected to wealth creators and what keeps me within this wonderful, tremendous, beautiful, abundant community.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Woo! That's a lot.
So, quick question for you, Lonzi. So, I know you mentioned the past and that you were in a dark place, and now being a part of the community, things have opened up for you mentally, everything is flowing and whatnot. So, how do you see your future now moving forward with all the information that you've gained as far as your mindset and just growing? What does your future look like now?
I mean, it looks radiant. It looks bright. And the reason why I say that is because the more time I invest into the community, the clearer I get on where I want to go. The more succinct my visuals become. And with those visuals, it activates and stimulates feelings inside of me that changes my belief system to where I truly believe that I can have anything that I want, right? And that comes with the goal setting, the 6-year goal setting that is within this community. We are committed to setting our goals, and we hold each other accountable every week to ensure that even though our goals are different, even though we're striving for something different, that we are here together as a collective in this container to hold each other accountable to ensure that we're knocking off our goals bit by bit by bit. And that grows confidence, that grows optimism, and that grows energy and belief to know that, man, it's just only a matter of time for these things to manifest because the seeds are being planted on fertile soil, period.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Wow. Listen, Lonzi, you are preaching today.
Yes.
Like, I feel your energy, right? Well,
Energy, right?
I'm like this all the time. This is not
Yes.
just today. This is Lonzi all the time. Like, so passionate about what you're doing. And he said, I like what you said. You said, I was in a dark place. I was in a dark place. And many of us are walking around every day, still smiling, doing all the things that we need to do to just kind of make it, right? But it's not about just making it. It's about thriving in life. It's about feeling good about what you're doing. It's about having direction, right? Clarity. And
Yes.
wealth creators definitely brings all of that. So, and I think what you were saying is, and correct me if I'm wrong, clarity comes before the wealth, right? Clarity comes before the wealth. And sometimes we're so clogged, we got all these other things going on, and we're working at, something great. We may have great ideas, but the problem is we don't have true clarity, right? We're not there yet. And we need to release some of that stuff so that we can push forward on the ideas, on the dreams that we have. And you talked about goals. That's special to me, right? Creating those goals, and helping people to actually find what that real goal is, because sometimes it's like, I just want to be a millionaire. Like, but okay, what does that mean, right?
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Such passion in everything that you do and everything that you say. We absolutely love it. So let's talk about this. So in your bio, or at least some behind the scenes stuff that folks may not know about you, that is, you talked about therapy, or flotation therapy, and
Reiki. Yep.
Reiki. You talked
Yes.
about that. Tell us about that and how that has helped you in your, since you've started doing that.
Absolutely. So for the past, I guess, about 3 or 4 years, I've been very intentional about my spirituality, and that starts with prayer. That starts with meditation. But as I continue to grow and to elevate in that space, I started to come across different practices, energetic practices that helps me center and balance myself. So Reiki is one, and it is an energetic practice. And what it does is it aligns your energetic points, your seven energetic, your seven chakras. And so it is a spiritual ritual of sorts that allows for me to release. Like you said, Coach Rosie, I like what you said about if you have too much stuff in your treasure chest, you don't have room to put the treasure in. So you have to release some of the sand or whatever it is that's heavy in your treasure chest in order to make way for new. So I came into the realization that in order for me to be able to receive what I needed to receive as a wealth creator, whether it's information, whether it's finance, whatever it is, I had to release. I had to release trauma, intergenerational trauma that is circulating within my family, my own personal trauma based on the negative narratives that I've told myself over the years, or maybe even the trauma that I've collected as a result of what society has told me or what I have believed that society has told me. So Reiki and then flotation therapy, which is an opportunity for you to sit in water, a tub of water filled with dead sea salt, and your back and your body is literally floating. It actually brings about in a 1 hour session 4 hours of rest back into your body, and it detoxifies your body of any toxins that's in it. So now, not only am I resting my body now because I'm subdued in water, doing nothing, clear of distraction, it gives me an opportunity to release any toxins that's in my body that's been brought about by food, by thoughts, or whatever. And it gives me that clarity that I need and actually connects me, in my opinion, to divinity so that I can really hear what God is trying to pour into my life. People say, "Hey, I'm going to wait to hear from God," and I don't disagree with that. But honestly, I believe if God is as sovereign as God, as we believe God is. And God is as big as you want your God to be in your mind. God is always talking. We're just distracted. It's like my child, right? She's on the tablet and I'm giving her some really good game right now. So something that can really change her life, change the trajectory of her life. But because she's so distracted, she can't even hear and listen to what it is that I have to say. So God, our Father, is the same way. If we're distracted by the things, then we have a really difficult time to hear from God. And if we cannot hear from God, then we are not in alignment. And if we're not in alignment, then we're not going to be able to fulfill our planetary purpose. So I have been intentional about doing certain things that allow for me to release what no longer serves me in order for me to receive the abundance that is granted to us by our birthright.
Oh,
So that's
I
what that is.
love it. Wow, Lonzy. Again, right? You're always throwing the bombs out there.
Yes.
So I think we've got just a couple of more minutes. Davina, is there anything you want to talk with or ask Lonzy?
I know that you mentioned how people can reach you, but go ahead and mention how people can actually reach out to you so they can get connected to you. And, if they have any questions about how they can flip their 401k educational wise or whatever they're trying to do, just let us know how to reach you.
Okay, just in case you forgot, he is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted brim. My name is Lonzy Green. You can follow me on all socials at Mr. That's MR dot flipyour401k.com. That's Instagram, TikTok. Our company is Dapper, DAPPR Financial Services, all one word.com. And you'll see that we offer one-on-one discovery calls, not just about the strategy around your employer workplace retirement plan, but also life insurance and how you can leverage that. I can tell you how I leveraged that to become a private equity lender, how I became a car rental business owner, right? I can tell you all of the things about how you can create strategy behind life insurance as well. DapperFinancialServices.com. We have workshops. We have a YouTube channel, which is From 401k to Financial Freedom. And you can find that on YouTube at From 401k to Freedom. That is our podcast, and we're dropping episodes every week on how you can get rid of debt using life insurance, how you can leverage your retirement plans, where you can strategize, maximize, and capitalize behind those plans while you're at work. All the things. So that's how you can get in touch with me, Mr. Flip Your 401k, dapperfinancialservices.com.
Y'all heard that now. So go ahead and follow Lonzy now. Reach out.
Yay. So just one last question for you, Lonzy. If there's anyone who is watching that is on the fence about maybe, booking a call with our program or joining our program, what would you say to them?
What I would say is what currently working for you? Because and if you keep doing what you're doing, guess what? You're gonna get more of the same, right? So if you want something different, if you want to see change, you have to be that agent of change. And in order to really have the radical change that you want in your life, you have to take radical action. And part of that radical action is do something that you've never done before. And doing something what you've never done before is investing in yourself in a tremendous way by joining a community that truly has your back, and Wealth Creators is where it's at.
Awesome. I love that. So, hey, everybody, we're so glad that you guys have been here today. Lonzy, thank you so very much. It has been an absolute pleasure. We're going to do something. It has been an absolute pleasure having you with us today on our spotlight. Listen, tonight, I'd like you guys to tune in because Marvin has a webinar, Wealth Creators webinar. It is tonight. It is free. It is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So listen, you should be on there. If you're thinking about how you can change your life, change the trajectory of your life, you heard what Lonzy has said today. This is your time to join that free wealth creation webinar tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that you also can get on the road to recovery and find your true wealth. Yeah, let's go, y'all. Thank you again, Lonzy.
Thank you, Lonzy.
Thank y'all, Davina. Thank you, Coach Rosie, for having me. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're
Absolutely.
so welcome.
Thank you.